The world of reality television was shaken to its core this week with the devastating news that one of the beloved stars of TLC's hit series 1000 Sisters has died at the age of just 37. The Slaton family, who first rose to fame through the candid, often heartbreaking yet inspiring show, has now been thrust into unimaginable grief, their sorrow spilling into the public eye as they speak out about the tragedy. Fans who have followed the sisters' journey from the very beginning are reeling at the loss, mourning alongside the family as they remember a life that, though cut short, left a profound impact on countless viewers. The show, which premiered in 2020, introduced audiences to the Slaton sisters from Dixon, Kentucky, and their extraordinary battle with obesity, health crises, and the personal challenges that come with living life at such a high weight. What drew millions of viewers week after week was not only the struggle of weight loss but the humor, the bond, and the raw honesty that Amy and Tammy Slaton, along with their extended family, brought to the screen. They became relatable in their flaws and inspiring in their determination, making them household names. Now, with the sudden death of one of their own, the very family that once gave fans laughter and hope must face an unthinkable void. The announcement came quietly at first, with whispers in fan forums before official confirmation arrived. When the family finally broke their silence, the words were filled with anguish and disbelief. They described their loss as unbearable, a hole that can never be filled, and thanked fans for their overwhelming outpouring of love and support. For the Slaton family, speaking publicly was not easy, but given the role that television and social media have played in their lives, they knew they owed the truth to the fans who have followed their journey so intimately. The sister who has passed away had become a central figure not only on the show but in the broader cultural conversation around body image, health, and perseverance. Viewers watched her laugh, cry, fight, and hope through some of the most vulnerable moments imaginable. Her humor and candidness endeared her to millions, even as her health struggles painted a stark picture of the dangers of extreme obesity. Now, her story has ended far too soon, and her family is left to grapple with the legacy she leaves behind. The Slaton family's statement reflects both devastation and gratitude. They spoke of her love for her family, her resilience, and her ability to make people smile even in the darkest of times. They acknowledged that while her journey was difficult, it also brought her moments of joy, triumph, and connection. They also asked for privacy as they navigate their grief, a request that fans have largely respected, though tributes have flooded social media with heartbreaking intensity. For many, the news feels personal. The 1000 Sisters show was never just about weight loss. It was about resilience, about fighting to change when the odds seemed insurmountable, about family bonds that bent but never fully broke. Watching the sisters struggle and succeed made audiences feel invested in their lives, and losing one of them at such a young age feels like losing someone they knew personally. Fans have been quick to share memories of their favorite moments, from hilarious quips on the show to the tearful breakthroughs that gave everyone hope. The Slaton sisters' story has always been one of extremes. The scale of their challenges, both literal and metaphorical, was daunting. Doctors warned of life-threatening consequences if change did not come, while the women themselves battled inner demons of self-esteem, food addiction, and the weight of public scrutiny. Their journey was not always smooth. There were fights, setbacks, and disappointments, but there was also progress and victories that inspired millions. The loss of one of them at 37 is a chilling reminder of how high the stakes always were, and how fragile life can be even in the midst of determination. The death has also cast a new light on the reality of obesity-related health risks. While the show often balanced humor with seriousness, the underlying truth was always clear. Living at such a high weight puts unimaginable stress on the body, often leading to complications that can shorten life expectancy. Doctors featured on the show consistently raised alarms, urging immediate action to preserve health and longevity. Now, fans cannot help but connect those warnings to the tragedy at hand, wondering if more could have been done or if this heartbreaking outcome was inevitable. Inside the Slaton family, grief has taken many shapes. Amy Slaton, who shared the screen and much of her life with her sister, has been especially devastated. The bond between the sisters was the beating heart of 1000 sisters. Even in their most heated arguments, there was an undercurrent of love and loyalty that anchored them together. Amy's sorrow is palpable, and fans have expressed deep concern for her as she navigates this new chapter without the sister who is her closest companion. Family members have said that Amy is leaning on her children, who were often a source of joy for both sisters, but the absence left behind is profound. Tammy Slaton, who has herself faced near-death experiences due to health complications, has also spoken out in grief, sharing that her heart is broken in ways she cannot fully describe. Her own journey has been marked by resilience and recovery in recent years, and this loss has added a new layer of tragedy to her story. For Tammy, who knows firsthand how close she has come to the edge, the death of her sister at 37 is not just a family loss but a haunting reminder of her own mortality. Fans have rallied behind her, sending messages of love, urging her to continue fighting for her health and her future in honor of the sister she has lost. The broader Slaton family, including siblings and extended relatives who often appeared on the show, has also spoken of their devastation. They describe her as someone who loved deeply, who was fiercely protective of her family, and who, despite her struggles, managed to bring joy to those around her. Their tributes are filled with memories of laughter, resilience, and love, painting a portrait of a woman who was far more than her weight struggles. In the days following the announcement, tributes have poured in not only from fans but from fellow reality stars and public figures who admired the Slaton sisters' journey. Messages of condolence have appeared across platforms, with many praising her for her honesty, her courage, and her ability to connect with audiences in ways that transcended television. For many, she represented a voice for those who struggle silently with obesity and health challenges, and her willingness to share her story gave hope to countless viewers who saw themselves reflected in her battles.